Manav Rachna presents New Age Parenting.
Welcome back. In Soul Searching today, we are talking about challenges of a working woman and working mother, in fact. Aparna, I wanted to ask you that it's easier to talk about them. How about talking about ourselves? You know, because that's what I said. The kind of pressures we have or the kind of pressures a working mother has, there is nobody she can share it with. Have you ever tried to share them, these challenges with your daughter?
I don't think so, because I feel that they're too small to understand this, or maybe after a year or so they might be able to understand it. Yes, but you're right, we haven't spoken about ourselves. We always speak about...
Because you're always running, you know. The mothers are always running.
Mothers are always running, so they don't get the time to actually tell what their problems are. So
don't you think it's time now to actually come out in open? That
I think there has to be a understanding between the child and the mother. They both should talk about it. The mother about herself, and yes, I think then maybe they both understand each other.
How about the emotional guilt when the child is not well? These are the few times, you know, or you have to go for the PTM and you're not able to go. The child has a performance and you're not able to go, and child is unwell, and whatever you may say, you have to go.
I know how tough it is, because the child at that time definitely feels that, look at my mom, I'm not well, I'm lying on the bed and she's out for work, because then she feels that for mother the work is more important compared to the child. At that time I think most kids feel that, but I think it's equally with the mother also who's going out, that she herself is feeling that pain, that what she's going through. And
how is it that you used to feel when mother used to go, or when, you know, there is a function and you are participating and she's not able to come? See, it doesn't matter Papa came or not.
Yes, it does not.
It was always
mother who has to be there.
It felt bad. I was angry about it most of the times, but she used to make up for it at home. I will do something for you, I will do something for you at that point of time. So she used to make up for it, but it did not feel good. I was very angry about it. Other students had their parents coming to pick them up, to watch the performance, to encourage them, to congratulate them. But she wasn't there at that point of time. But yeah, I adjusted with it again.
Have you ever tried asking her why you got into a profession? Did you try that?
No, I did not. It was her decision and I need to support it.
Are you able to see the challenges of a working mother?
Yes, I am.
What are those challenges?
Because she gets up at 5, she cooks for us, then she goes to the office, comes back, again she has to work, she has to talk to the maids, she has to talk to us also, then she has to cook, then she has to do something for herself also, and then she needs to sleep. So it takes a toll on you. It is not very good for your health, but yeah, she has to do it. She does it, and yeah, I encourage her and I support her for that.
Can the family really help her out? What do you think? What are the ways a family can, especially a child, can help the mother, you know, that her journey becomes a little smooth?
I think small things make a big difference in her life. If you can help her, get the car out of the house, keep her bags in the car, help her, talk to her sometimes, how was your day? Not talk about themselves, but talk about the mother, so that she is not that exhausted and not that the toll is not that much on her.
How about making a cup of tea for her sometime?
Yeah, it does help.
Have you ever tried that?
Yeah, I have tried it. Yeah, it helps. It actually helps. She loves tea. Cooking also. I know how to cook some things. Yeah, cooking for yourself, giving her a rest day, not more asking her not to cook, taking a day off. It helps.
Do you think working mother has more ambitions for her children than?
Yes, because she is also working somewhere. She talks to other women that what her son is doing or what he's wanting to do. So yeah, she wants her child to do something which is much better than the other person is doing. So yeah, she is more ambitious about me. She wants me to keep working hard. If I don't spend time with her, it's okay, but I need to keep working.
More pressure on you?
Yeah, I would say that. I have more pressure on me. I need to keep working. If I don't work and I am not proving myself there, I feel guilty about it. I too feel guilty about it, that I'm letting my parents down, I'm letting all the people around me down. So yeah, it's pressure, it's a lot of pressure.
Do you feel you're more, ambitious towards your daughter? You have a lot of expectations from her. You expect her to do.
I do have expectations from her. I do want her to do the best. And yes, I do want. And I think at some point of time, she also, because she feels that her mother has those expectations, like he just said, they try to prove it every now and then so that they don't let us down. Yes, I do have some expectations from her.
Do you think it can be a pressure? It can
Yes,
be tough
it
for
can
her?
be precious, because at times she does raise this point that you put undue pressure on me.
She gives me an eye opener that you need to keep working hard. Your exams are coming, you need to get this amount of marks. If you
She
don't,
is more vocal about it. She is more,
Yeah, she
articulate
expresses it.
about it
Right,
actually.
right.
Rather than straight away telling, she's creating the ambition in you.
yes.
Rather
yes.
than pressurizing you, actually.
Right.
That's the difference, which a working mother has,
Yes.
because she's more aware. Aparna and Shiv, thank you so much for opening up with us, and we have a small gift hamper from Nature Essence for you. So just look under the table, and for you, Aparna, and for Shiv's mother, for being so inspiring and allowing him to be what he is. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Time now to actually understand these conflicts, because once we come out in open in soul searching that these are the fears and pains of both the parties, actually conflicts can be mapped. Sometimes we are so rigid and righteous about our own beliefs that we forget the aspect of the other person, and for children it can be 6, for parents it can be 9. We just need to have a bird's view, and for that we move over to spiritual significance.
As energy or as a soul, I'm aware, being on my journey of self-realization. In every birth, I, the being, decides to take birth as a male or a female, depending upon my karmic accounts. When I chose to take a female form, I'm aware of its strengths and its weaknesses. Similarly, in my life as a woman, I consciously choose to be a working woman. Even if that's governed by circumstances, still it's my choice. And also a mother. I choose to be on this path to learn to handle the challenges of a working mother. Challenges are there because one has to play different and diverse roles at both places, which can be very taxing. Equipped with the knowledge that it's my choice, rather than playing different roles with different consciousnesses, I can be in just one consciousness of a powerful being leading a path of my choice. I'll see my roles merging and feeling of guilt, frustration, anger, being ill-equipped, vanishing. There'll be only one awareness in all circumstances.
If we look at it in this light, we understand that mother somewhere is living all these roles in different consciousness. So playing one role and another role with every consciousness changing, it can be very stressful and taxing. If she remains in one consciousness of a free person, taking every decision with her free will, it will be easier for her. On the other hand, even child will have to understand and accept her mother's vision. Mapping the conflict actually helps to find a third answer, a third solution. So let's move over to mapping the conflict.
Child's view. I feel sad and angry that, like other mothers, why can't my mother be at home when I need her?
Parents' view. I know my child feels bad and I also feel guilty, but I have to work as it is important for me.
Solution. Don't ever feel guilty about your work, as it's your choice. Treat your child as an individual, irrespective of his age. Have an open discussion about your reasons of working and satisfy his queries.
Child's view. More than my father, it's my mother's presence in all the PTMs and school functions which I expect and miss.
Parents' view. When I'm not able to attend them, I try to compensate by gifts or things he likes. It brings back his smile.
Solution. Understand, you're not missing these occasions intentionally. But when you compensate, your child learns to manipulate and would always look for compensation in life.
Child's view. When my mother comes home, she's either cooking or worried about my studies. I don't tell her many things because I don't want to stress her more.
Parents' view: whatever time I get with my child, I make it useful by knowing about his school, friends and studies, and want to do as much for him as possible.
Solution: rather than doing, it's time to be. Try talking and knowing more about him than his studies, friends or school. Even if he talks about them, you steer the conversation on him and his views. You'll meet a new person every day.
Child's view: I respect my mother's decision to work, but I'm not much aware of her job profile.
Parents' view: I don't discuss about my work as I feel he's too young to understand.
Solution: discuss about him, but also discuss about your job, as why do you enjoy it? Talk about your work ethics and also the challenges of your career. When he sees you opening up, he'll open up more.
We understand every conflict can be resolved if we have an open mind. And time now to take your leave. But before that, we have an email from Simran, New Delhi, and she says that I've been following your show and it has a great impact on my relationship with my children. I feel I'm very open mother. I talk to my kids and I understand their need at this age. But because I live with my in-laws, there's a constant tussle between both the generations. My father-in-law really objects if my 12-year-old daughter goes out for her outings with her friends or wear shorts, the kind of songs she is listening to. Being a housewife, I can adjust with them, but my daughter is more of a rebel. And my husband says that he can't do anything. So what should I do? Simran, you really need to understand that how is your relationship with your in-laws? You're saying that I'm just a housewife, but you are playing a very big role. Housewife is not just a housewife. She's a homemaker. She's a mother. She's in fact the caretaker of her in-laws also. So you'll also have to accept your role of the nurturer, and not only for your kids, but for the whole family. Once you really understand your relationship with your in-laws, it will be easier for you to make them understand your child's view. In fact, if there is a tussle between your in-laws and your relationship, it will be tough for you to talk to them. On the other hand, talking to your daughter, if you are open with your daughter and you're not sharing your negative vibes of your in-laws with your daughter, it will be easier for you to make her understand your in-laws' point of view. Once these conflicts are out in open, you have an open chat, actually the conflicts will resolve. You as a parent, as a child, have any problem in your life, you are looking for another viewpoint, you are welcome. You can email us or call us on these numbers. Till the time we meet again, enjoy parenting.
To know more about New Age Parenting workshops, call now 971-871-9806, 011-4056-5900 or mail us at info@newageparenting.net.
Manav Rachna presents New Age Parenting.